welcome to a story that I never will ever tell anyone, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Hey, but I'm not going to introduce myself. I'm just going to tell you the story. A long time ago, back in 2022, I was at my uncle's warehouse. Then I stumbled upon a DVD for some reason, and it said the Banana Splits movie 2. Those who don't know, what is the Banana Splits movie? The Banana Splits movie is basically a movie about four 1968 characters who then later got turned into horror animatronics. I thought it would be like Five Nights at Freddy's, but then I decided to pick it up and was very confused because, it showed 5 Hanna-Barbera characters, especially the dog named Fleagle. And for these Hanna-Barbera characters, I was so confused because, it was odd because there's already a Hanna-Barbera crossover. What is this movie about? So I decided to take it home anyway. On the cover, it showed Yogi, Scooby-Doo, Knock Knock, and Top Cat. So when I put the DVD in, it just showed a picture of the movie. Then it got to a scene where it showed Yogi and Knock Knock. Yogi saying, "Hey, Knock Knock, take you heard the news?" Then Knock Knock said, "Yeah, I feel so bad for the Splits." Then Scooby-Doo walked in, saying, "Well, we don't have to feel bad anymore, 'cause we shall take the revenge right now." Then I wondered, why did he say it like that? But then somehow it just ended like that. I was like so confused. Why would it end like that? So then many days later, me and my pals, Brian, Joey, Gabby, and Becky were going to Six Flags. And when we got to our hotel room, it wasn't that bad. But then later that night, I saw a figure next to my car. It was the figure of a hog mascot. I wondered what it was, so I went down. Then, when I went down to my car, I saw blood on my car. It was literally so confusing. Why was there blood on my car? But the blood made out some text saying, "Tra-la-la terror." I wonder why it said that. And then I noticed the figure that was next to my car. The figure was Fleagle. I could recognize that it was Fleagle because he had a Terminator arm, and he had a bow tie. Because, it was in the movie. And then he just walked away. So I decided to go back into my hotel room. Then I witnessed both Brian and Becky and Gabby looking for Joey. They couldn't know where Joey is. So then we went back outside and there was no sight of him. But then I realized Joey could have been killed, and that blood could possibly be his. So I told them. They didn't believe me anyway. But Gabby actually believed me because, well, she witnessed another figure in the distance. This time, it was not Fliggle. Instead, this time, it was another member of the Banana Splits. Drooper. Her. She was very terrified when she saw Drooper. Then Drooper, too, also then just walked away. We went to go check it out. But then, no sight of either Drooper or Fliggle. So, we decided to walk back to our hotel room. Until then we witnessed is four figures on the cover of that are behind the doorway. These four figures were very familiar. We didn't know who they were until when I grabbed my phone, I zoomed in, then I witnessed who it was. It was Fleagle, Bingo, Dripper, and Snarky. We got so scared. I got so scared that I told them, and then I took a picture telling that the people that were in the doorway are the Banana Splits. So then we started running for our lives, heading straight to Brian's car. But that's where it gets even more weirder. While we were driving, we didn't stumble upon a figure. It wasn't just any figure. This time it was another figure. But instead of one of the members of the Banana Splits, instead, it was a Hanna-Barbera character. It was Scooby. What was that? Never mind. It was Scooby. And he did not look very fine looking. He was all covered in blood, and he was holding a head. And I recognized that head. It was Joey. And he looked very menacing. So then Brian made a U-turn. And boom, Scooby-Doo and the Splits were literally after us. The Banana Splits were in their yellow banana buggy, and Scooby-Doo was literally running. Like, actually running. I couldn't believe my eyes on what I saw. But, well, that's where it gets even more scarier. We managed to lose the Splits and Scooby. But, then there was a woods up ahead. It looked very scary and eerie. But we noticed a figure that was going on the trees, like hopping on the trees. It was Top Cat. And he too did not look good. He looked more like Tigger from the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, which is actually very bad. And he looked at us very menacing as well. Then we drove away again. He started running. And then it was finally over. But now we wondered, could Joey die? Did the Splits did this? What happened exactly? And where are the Splits, or Scooby, or Top Cat now? And that's when I realized that, well, Hanna-Barbera's dark side is that their tunes care about the other tunes that are part of the Hanna-Barbera franchise. And then, a couple of days later, I got a note on my door saying, We're coming for you and your pals too. In case you don't believe us, here's a little picture behind the door. And I said it like that because, well, it was Knock Knock who wrote this. Because the picture on the door behind the paper, it happened to be a picture of the Banana Splits, the Flintstones, Knock Knock and the rest of the Skatebirds, Top Cat and his pals, Scooby-Doo, and all the Yogi Bear characters. I was not feeling safe. And I asked Hanna-Barbera what's going on. And then Hanna-Barbera replied saying, hey. And Hanna-Barbera replied saying, we are sorry about your friend, and we are so sorry that you're witnessing the splits and the skateboards and all of our beloved Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and it's going terrifying on you. It's just that, well, ever since the splits entered public domain, it hasn't been the same. And straight after the movie, someone got arrested for actually murdering someone on the set. And then, it just occurred to me, what's gonna happen next? Could the Splits possibly finally get their revenge? Could all of Hanna-Barbera cartoons end as we know it? We'll never find out until we see.